Hey guys, so if you saw my last reading, I had no intentions of posting before the first of the year. However, apparently they have other plans for me. It's fine. We're going to roll with the punches, so there might be something with that. A change in the wind is also what I'm hearing. Um, I'm hearing something about 182. Okay, anyway, so I was going to go on a walk or like I wasn't sure what I was going to do, go to the store, whatever, because I got a couple things to get, but I walked in the door and these cards just flew and were on the ground. So I was like, okay, guys, we'll do a reading. So, a couple of things that might be important for this collective. These are just my beliefs, but I was processing them, and there's usually a reason for that. So, I don't know. I don't know. We'll see what you take from this. But basically, what I was processing was while time is basically made up and it's fluid, it's up to your own interpretation, to be honest. We kind of all follow the same timeline. Okay, so it's the year 24. 24 is divisible by 8. So in an 8 year, 8s are about karma. It's about putting in the work, it's about consistency, okay? So when you are on this divine path, if you have had some things that you have accumulated karma for, I believe that in the years of 8s are kind of when you go through and cycle through that karma, good or bad, okay? So one of the things that I feel like this collective is kind of paying attention to is they want me to bring up how, like, narcissistic people in their lives, why they don't receive karma or why it seems that they don't, okay? So, again, this is just my belief and my interpretation, but narcissistic people, especially ones that is deeply embedded in them, the reason that they don't see wrong in what they're doing is because they don't really have a conscience. And whether it be because of the way that they were raised or not, it doesn't matter, okay? But people that don't really have a conscience, they don't know that the things they're doing are really wrong. So they're not necessarily going to be held accountable because the way that they show me, it's like, okay, so in Harry Potter with the Deathly Hallows, this collective must like Harry Potter, the invisibility cloak was to get one of the brothers around, like, to avoid death, basically, for years. So essentially that's what they're showing me with, like, narcissistic people. It's almost like they're cloaked to where the universe doesn't see them. However, what happens is somebody like you and I that is on this path of divinity, we enter their life and we show them a conscience. And so now they see and they're told and they're pointed out the things that they have been doing for this entire time that they've never been held accountable for. They see the wrong in that, whether it is right away or a while after, because you are somebody that is on the path of recognizing, hey, these things don't work. This is hurting people. These beliefs and these ways need to go because it's not on the path of love. It's not helping us raise our consciousness as an entire community, as a world, okay? So when you enter their life, they now are told, oh, I'm not supposed to be doing that. So that's why a lot of times when a divine person is screwed over, the universe can now see that person. They're no longer hidden. And so it won't be right away. It'll be once you release the need for them to receive the karma, that's when they actually get hit. And there's, like, the karma that they have accumulated, it's like it'll never end. Oh my gosh. Falcon, opening your third eye, seeing a higher level of consciousness. I'm telling you, okay? So it's like you open this person's, like a part of their soul that has just been so deeply buried underneath all of these narcissistic tendencies. Okay, so there's something about that. I don't know if this is like a newer collective that's kind of learning about the ways of the universe or trying to learn a different way, but that was important for somebody. I am also so out of breath for no reason, so I don't know, that could be relevant for somebody as well. This must be a collective that's, like, really going through it, which, based on my last couple of readings, it's kind of been the overall energy. But There is just something about this collective releasing themselves from a trauma bond or just a very karmic energy, relationship, job, like whatever it is. But one of the quotes was from a song, "If I can love the wrong one this much, imagine when I meet the right one," or something like that, okay? And one of the things that I feel needs to be pointed out where this collective is recognizing is the person that you are meant to be with, or the things that you're meant to be around, the places that you're meant to be, okay? I don't know why I just heard, "Oh, the places they'll go." That book by like Shel Silverstein or whatever. Those people, those places, those things, when you are truly in an area and a place in your life that you're in the right things, in the right places, and with the right people, those things will, on their own, without even trying, without being like somebody that's like, "Hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need," like telling you what to do, on their own, just because they are a good thing, good person, whatever, it will motivate you to want to be the best version of you. So if you are in a connection, and I'm not talking about the people with these deep-seated issues that they really need to work on. I'm talking about you as a person on your divine path, okay? When you're in these connections, if you are doing things like heavily being into addictions, if you are in abusive relationships where it's kind of going both ways, if you're in situations where you are just using all of your energy, that's 9 times out of 10 not for you. It's showing you something within yourself that you need to then look at, okay? Life is hard on its own. It's not supposed to be this hard, okay? And I'm getting super emotional out of nowhere. So I really feel like this collective is just like going through it. You have so much good waiting for you. And I don't mean like literally sitting and waiting for you, but like you're almost there is what I'm hearing. There's also this collective I feel like is dealing with, going back to those last readings, somebody that is trying to like double down on what's happening. So they know that they are losing you. They know they're very much in the wrong. They committed whatever crime against this situation that we're speaking about. And what it feels like is you need to realize that it's not about what they did. It's not about that straw that broke the camel's back. It is about what they didn't do that is leading you up to the choice to walk away, knowing that it's never going to get better. It's not going to change. Like, it's time to leave, okay? The other thing is there's like that wondering of that 1% feeling of, but what if, what if this person ends up changing, blah, 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 but knowing 100%, you're like, there's no changing, and even if they did, how would I possibly get over the things that have happened up until this point? That 1% a lot of times is them putting so much energy towards you that they're trying almost like energetically to manipulate you into being like, but what if? So there's something about that. There's also something about you miss 100% of the shots that you don't take, but then following that is, yeah, I took my shot and missed, but I got the rebound or something like that. So there may be something about some opportunity that you feel like it, like I'm hearing that right person, wrong time, or right place, wrong time sort of situation, okay? The song that I'm going to play in the next part that actually gave me the idea that I needed to do a reading is Kaleb Sanders. Again, I feel like we just did one of his songs. It's Right Where We Left Off. So I feel like somebody is very much realizing that they are in a continual loop with somebody and they need to break it. Go ahead and go to the next part.